So today I usually rant and bitch and moan about things and I just go into a tizzy, but this is one that I can't really set the scene. I was driving home from work in this park by my house, and at this park on a regular basis, multiple days throughout the week, you'll have fitness groups that get together and they'll do their, you got like what are they called? What Camp Gladiator, I think, was one of them back a while back. There's a bunch of these, and it's just these. It's just group fitness, but it's like, right? Have you ever seen the people that engage in group fitness? Now, maybe you live in an area where people are like generally pretty fit, and so this is different. Not in my neck of the woods. And so I see people, and here's the thing about getting fit. I live in America. This is one of the fattest countries out there, right? And that's just a fact. So whenever I see people trying to exercise and get in shape and all that kind of stuff, I always try my best to be like, yeah, there you go. Like, you can't make fun of a fatty that you see in the gym. It's like they're here. They could be at McDonald's right now. Like, they're here. They're on the elliptical. They're moving about. So I'm about it. It's just that there is these group classes that take place at a random public area are in a very special category to me. And do know that here I'm not talking about the people that engage in them. I'm actually talking about the companies and the people that do the training. Because I've seen the same people I've lived in the same area for the last 4 or 5 years. I see the same people at these classes, and I have done some of them for 6-8 months at a time. And they look the fucking same. Which tells me that it doesn't work, or they're not taking it seriously. It's like the general feel of these classes are, to me, tantamount to, when you get a really cheap gym membership just so that you can say you have a gym membership, so that way, like, that meets the bar, that hits the threshold in your mind to say, I'm being proactive about my health, I have a gym membership. I think doing this shit is the same. Like, I think you have alcoholics and people that eat nothing but fast food and a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I think that the overall mentality is these group fitness classes. And I'm going to get to the people that run them and own the businesses here in a second. Is I think that these people are like, oh yeah, no, I go to this thing, so there, like, see, look, I'm doing things, I get healthy. And then they, like, right afterwards, what do they go grab? A Big Mac. Some shit. You grab a beer with all the people they work out with, right? It's nonsensical. And I think that the people that run these classes know that. I think they know that their market is a group of people who have a very low bar for what will destigmatize their own mind about their thoughts of, like, where they're at health and fitness wise. Like I think that whenever you don't do shit, you eat like crap, you sleep like crap, you don't even, like, go out for, like, walks or something like that. Like, you don't do shit. I think that there just comes a point where every human in their psychology just goes, okay, wow, yeah, I'm not taking care of this fucking thing. I am not doing any favors for myself long term. And so some of us, it's like me, I'm like, okay, if I don't sweat like that day, it's like, that's a problem. Like, I need to fucking, like, work up a sweat and get, like, there's a feeling. And that's when I'm like, all right, I crossed that threshold. But, being like that, there are some days where I'm like, no sweating today. But there is a subset of people out there that it's literally just like, I have a gym member. Some people will literally walk into a gym, sign in, and then leave. I've worked in gyms before. They'll just leave, and that is enough for them. Now, personally, I think that's insane. I think that is fucking crazy. I'm a big believer in ancient Greek thought as it pertains to fitness, and fitness is a civic duty. Like, you have a duty to yourself, your immediate and extended family, and just those around you to not be a fucking liability. And I mean, like, physically, like, we don't need somebody who, it's like, you're moving, like, way too slow. Like, you got 90-year-olds in walkers that are going, like, get the fuck out of the way! Like, I mean, you move really slow, you're liable to have, like, a fucking heart attack. Now, look, health problems are health problems. When you have some kind of, like, inborn thing, there's always going to be an excuse. But, like, it is a civic duty to, regardless of internal innate health problems, it is a civic duty to take care of yourself, such that, like, you're not a drain on the healthcare system, so that way the people that actually are sick can benefit from something like a common healthcare system. So I saw these group class, and I just, like, usually I snap, and this time I went, that was the first time I've ever reacted to these group fitness classes like that. I just sighed, like, wow, man. Because they're taking advantage of those people. You look at the trainers, the instructors for these things, they're not even all that in shape. They probably don't. You ever notice that they're not fucking doing the workout? You ever caught on to that? Like they're just, yeah, all right, burpees now, guys. Yeah, burpees. Check their watch, some vague sense of cyclical time. Like, all right, yeah. And here's the other thing, right? Is if you look at the workouts from an analytical standpoint, weightlifting has been ubiquitous for more than half my life. I've always done it. I have played various sports, martial arts, running. Like, I just like engaging physically. Calling myself an athlete would be too much of a presupposition. No. I am athletic. I like moving and doing things. I also like being lazy and chilling on the couch. That's not the point, though. I'm not the point. The point is, what I was getting to with this was the workouts. I know enough about exercise and training modalities that the workouts vaguely target endurance, but anybody who's partaken of gym culture for long enough knows that one of the biggest, regardless of whether you're a runner, if you lift weights, if you're a power lifter, if you're a fucking dancer, like, whatever it is, intensity is a big part of fitness. Like, I'll tell you right now, I've had days where I've deadlifted 315, just 3 plates, and I felt like that just didn't, like, the whole thing was pointless. I was like, yeah. I've had days where I've deadlifted. Okay, so let's scale it up, actually. I've had days where I've hit 365 with, like, little intensity. I wasn't about it. I just wasn't feeling it. Hit the lift. I'm like, yeah. I've had days where I worked with 315. I didn't go up from there. Maybe to 335. But it was the intensity. I was listening to music. I was like, I hit more reps per set, more sets. It's just a different thing. And I gained so much more from that than I did from just hitting a weight to be able to hit the weight. And that's the other thing I noticed is that they'll have them do like fucking some kind of ab exercise, like crunches, and then they'll from there they'll cycle to like a jog around the dumpster, because they're at a fucking park. So they don't have, like, the jog isn't even that much. It's I don't know, 75 feet? Like, it is not much at all. Like, when you incorporate cardio, if you want to do like a Spartan workout, you're going to do like as many pull-ups as you can, and then you're going to do like until you fall off the bar, and then you're going to do a 100-meter sprint. That's what you're going to do. Like, right? You're not going to be doing burpees to like, or crunches to where you're like, Because I don't see sweat. I don't see like grit. Like they're like, this is tough. I don't see any of that. And so their body isn't triggered to like respond and stimulus. Like these things are so, I'm kind of going over here because I started really thinking about it. And I'm like, these fucking things, the only thing they actually have going for them is that they give people, like, maybe there's that 1 in 10, 1 in 100 of people who just didn't give a shit, and then they start moving about, and then they have kind of like a cynical eye like me. They're like, this is stupid. Why am I paying this idiot $20 a month, $20 a week, whatever it is? I don't even know how much they are. Why am I paying this idiot to go like, yeah, all right, guys, jog around the dumpster or whatever. Oh yeah, we're gonna do curl to press with a whopping 15 pounds, guys. You know, like they might see that and be like, I could just go to $20. I could go to a gym, make my own schedule, my own workouts. I don't have to jog around a fucking dumpster. Like, it's literally a thing that they do. They jog around the dumpster. Multiple times I've seen it, and I'm like, that. Oh my god! I'd be like, can I not run near the fucking garbage receptacle? Sorry, but it's ridiculous. But the only thing they have going for them is that there's that like 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 100 that maybe they see it for what it is. It's dumb, but they're like, no, ever since I started moving about, I have noticed I can go a belt loop further. I didn't think it was possible. I can go a belt loop. I could get 3 belt. My goal is two more belt loops, right? Like something, and then that was their on ramp, right? So I really try to give people the benefit of the doubt when they start partaking of their own physical fitness. But I will tell you, for anybody who is like, oh man, I've been thinking about joining a gym, something like that, whatever. Dude, chick, whatever, don't join a gym. I'll tell you what. Here's what you do. However much that fucking class would cost you, you can find a gym that's that much a month. I guarantee it. Planet Fitness, don't go to Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is $10 a fucking month. All you gotta do is say no to their pizza parties and no to their front desk candy. There's other $10 a month gyms. Go there. And I'll tell you right now, any gym that markets itself as a fucking safe space is not where you want to be. You're there because you've judged yourself. Now let other people judge you. It's fine. Because whenever you're in that place, the judgment is always, motherfucker's here. You're here.